everybody. I'm just finishing up the mission I left on last time, where I had to kill Kellog to find my son Shaun. So just leaving that place, I encountered myself with this. So,
we are the Brotherhood of Steel.
So I have no idea what's going on. So the first time I seen them flying, no idea what they want. If I shoot them, I don't know.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the
Listen to the military frequency, alright. So I guess we gotta listen to the radio. See what they have to say.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately.
Alright, so I gotta report to Paladin.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95.
Alright, so
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to
let's
return
finish
to the
these up.
Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
So let's go back to the market at Diamond City and let's just go talk to my buddy Valentine, see what's next.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95.
I gotta listen to Valentine's radio apparently.
The Cambridge Police Station.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office.
Every
I'll be waiting.
conceivable good you
Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency.
I've got a few
with
minutes to
message for Nick's
browse.
partner.
the highest quality available.
Sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat.
It's nice.
Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
But what I need is I just stop here to get steel and concrete whenever I can,
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency.
so I can build my settlements, you know. That's what I need the most, so.
Stop by the office. I'll be waiting.
And I get copper too. Copper, springs,
Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
that's pretty much it.
Case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting
Let's
this
go.
You see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel?
This is Ellie
Why are they
Perkins
here?
from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
Officer,
Got a new
Heard
case
you
and it
rescued
sounds
Valentine.
urgent.
Good
Stop by
work.
the office. I'll be waiting.
Scare the hell out of me.
Setting this to repeat.
He ain't like those Houston suburbs.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
hey Valentine.
Where's your son? What happened?
Where do you want me to start? Part where Kellog turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Shaun?
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
You don't know anything, Nick?
I woke up in a junk pile ages ago. Just another discarded prototype. The Institute hasn't come calling since. I'm sorry.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Shaun.
Kellog. Huh.
What about him?
He had to have a way in and out. But am I right in thinking he's not available for a chinwag?
In hell. Where he belongs.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. Guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Damn.
What exactly do we need, Nick?
Kellogg's brain. It's a long shot, but Dr. Amari just might be able to get it jump-started. See what the old merc knew.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Alright, so that completes the mission reunion, guys, and now we're just gonna do Dangerous Minds. So
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Heads up.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
You said something about the railroad?
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive, ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor, a code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
We should get going.
All right. What's that for?
Miss Perkins.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Who's our client?
A fisherman, whose family lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
Anything you can tell me about Kenji Nakano?
Just some impressions. He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry. Like, he couldn't stand just waiting around. I'm a friend of Nick's. He'll remember me. I need his help right away. And then he was gone. He was muttering something on the way out, but... no. I'm not sure it was important.
Come on, Ellie. Don't hold out on me. What did he say?
Well, I thought I heard him say something about a daughter and also a radio, but I might have misheard him. Not sure how the two would be connected.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Alright, so we got a little mission. So before we go talk to this guy, let's just go take a nap. Go back to the sanctuary, change some clothes, take a shower, and all the usual lady stuff. So let's go to the sanctuary, guys, and get ready for some action. Let's take a shower. Sweet. Now, let me take the stuff from
Heads up.
Shoot.
from Piper. Pretty much everything except whatever she's using. She's not sweet. Let me leave that for her over there. Take all the junk. She has some fusion. She doesn't have any shotgun ammo, does she? Nope. Just thing is heavy. I think it's gonna take long. I'm gonna leave it just in case you run out of ammo one time. Let me give her some shotgun. Shotgun. Where's my shotgun now? Shotgun shells. Yes, there we go. Give her 100 shotgun shells. Oh, 70. 70's fine. Alright, thank you, girl. Good looking, good looking. Alright, let me just transfer all the garbage to this thing. Let me check the mods that I might have on. And I have some mods in here. No? Oh, okay. So, beer I don't need. I don't need that shit. Bubblegum I don't need. Buffet, some crispy bites, okay. That glow stick. You want a soup? Well, there's so much stuff here that I don't need. I don't use, so you know what? I'm gonna check this out. Let me see anything that we discuss here though. Anything that doesn't have rats. It's not good there. So this has rats. Oh, negative rats, okay. Wine. Okay, so here it is. So yeah, so I'm gonna put L and my 8 in there. Everything. Steam pads are weightless, so I'm gonna keep that. Alright, addiction. I might keep one of the cure for addiction. Blood pack. Buffet. I'm gonna put 2 buffets just because I need the strength. Then get this chats. Slow time, I don't need slow time, Alex. Damage resistant, maybe. Just 2 damage resistant. 2 slow time. Okay, so there we go. Psycho, I put the psychos in. And that's it. Oh, no robot, because I don't have any repair robots. Alright, so there we have it. So no more of that shit. Miscellaneous, none of these shit should have weight. The heck is that? Oh, that's the brain thing, okay. What is that? Burn bugs. Okay, so let's it with that. Now let's just transfer everything else in here. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. I don't know, it might be useful for something. Definitely I need that, definitely need that. Why am I not? Ah, that's because I'm wearing. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Burn books, I have no idea why I have them. I have no idea why I have that. But I don't know. It's probably over here. Anyway, that's it. Ammo. Good with ammo. Alright, so we're close to 21 though. What the heck is heavy here? Oh, weapons. Forgot to transfer the weapons. What a douche. Oh, I gotta master this one. That takes 44, right? It takes 44, so I gotta see which one's better. Resistant damage while aiming, so let me craft that weapon. Where is it? Actually, I need to craft stuff, so let me modify this puppy. Perfect. Alright. So that's 151 damage. Let me see how does that compare to that just rename this puppy though. RC, and I just put what the caliber weapon is, which is 44, so 44 done. Great. So let me check the weapons real quick. So okay, let me just transfer this to my never ending. That's 151 damage. I read 7. 162 damage. And refills your action point and critical hits. That sounds pretty good though. It's heavy with a 6. Shotgun is 22 though, that's crazy. Shotgun. This one is 23 pounds, it's ridiculous. It's a lot of heavy weapons, 19 pounds. 5 pounds. I'll have to leave the shotgun for a little bit. Right, but I don't know, shotguns are very important though. Oh damn, these ones, I need some ammo for this weapon. Tom and see, I need some ammo for that shit. Okay. So, welcome guys to my humble home. Take a quick nap, what time is it? Just take a quick nap. Awesome, I'm well rested. Now we can go. We see, do we have any caps? my peeps made any caps. Almost nothing, man. Shit. Useless. Okay. So we're gonna do the mission Danger Mines. So let me just change my broadcast. I keep settings. So I'm gonna do the mission. Dangerous Mines. Mines. Alright, just setting. My message below that says Dangerous Mines, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, so let's go. Actually, I gotta dress up though, I'm not looking good right now. There we go. My lucky charm. Okay. So we are all dressed up for action. Let's see. Just check my stats. Peel. What do I have that for? Punishing. Huh, I don't need that leg. Okay, let me just put that leg in here. I need this leg, where is it? Okay, that shit I don't need, okay. Collects uniform, I really don't need it. But I'm gonna keep it just to check this out. You ready, Piper?
Look alive.
What's going on?
Your thoughts?
Need a countdown on the Institute's favorite people?
We should get going.
All right.
Alright, so let's do Dangerous Mines. See where we need to go. Talk to Dr. Amari. So we gotta go to Good Neighbor. Hello guys. Just doing some follow-up missions. Doing Dangerous Mines. I wish you could see your menu and stuff while you're in here.
Stoned or stabbed?
Wait, what did she say?
Look alive.
You say the word. Shoot.
Your thoughts?
Need a countdown on the Institute's favorite people?
We should get going.
All right.
Alright girl, let's go. We gotta go to the doctor's and give her the brain apparently. Which is crazy. Alright, let's go give her some brain. It's taking forever.
Well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about the Lomi.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but
Nick.
let's go talk to Amari.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Hey, Irma.
Whatever you and Nick are up to...
Mary's downstairs.
start like the big
Oh shit, I keep forgetting that this guy can make my silver sharp custom good. Fuck. We gotta go downstairs. That's definitely not downstairs. Not this way. Not that way. This way. Thanks for letting me know, Valentine. Jeez.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait. I remember you. The memory inducement. Vault 111, right? What's this all about?
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this. So do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
How much of the brain do you need, exactly?
That is not an encouraging question. I suppose I'll have to make do with whatever you can find.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine will be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
Hey, I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption. And we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
That's pretty awesome.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Let's do it. Let's see what we find.
See you on the other side.
Hey, Valentine.
Sit down if you're ready. Let's do this.
Okay, let's check it out. Here we go, the moment of truth. You stay there, Pepper. Don't mess me too much.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might
Pepper, keep an eye on me, alright?
hold on.
There we go. So white.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Let's check it out. Which one?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellog. This may prove disorienting at first.
Come on, show me something. Wait, there's something over there. Can I walk? Oh, I can walk.
That makes it official, folks. Final vote count from the Turn down the goddamn radio!
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
I'm trying to sleep! California.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but, she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but, she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did
you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's pretty awesome.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
So he tried to be nice guy, but...
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellog? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect it.
So somebody kill his family. Somebody kill his wife and a kid.
Mind if we sit down?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it. So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Getting closer, so he traveled east, so that's where the institute is.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
I gotta check. What is the agent?
Mr. Kellog.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine.
I'm glad you just...
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Excited to meet with me.
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I was now
I
the
try to
Institute's
locate another
main
memory as
operator in
quickly
the
as I can.
Commonwealth.
Please try to remain calm.
If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Vault computer.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
We're still working.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it
Almost. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Everything's gonna be fine.
Are we okay?
Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Shaun!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellog. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
That was tough to watch again.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out.
Is that your son?
This whole setup in Diamond City
This appears to
was
be a
part of
very
some
recent
elaborate
memory.
plan of the old man's.
Good news, I think.
Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellog.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off. Just the new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. Barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Shaun.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
Does it really matter how I feel, Doctor?
Yes. You can't tell me that bearing witness to that man's life didn't affect you. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
What do you think we should do?
Let me think. What about that memory involving Virgil, the rogue Institute scientist? If he were alive, we have a common enemy. He might help us.
I like it.
The memory said the Institute tracked him to the glowing sea, but that seems crazy. A madman would think twice about going there.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Oh, I'm going in naked. Fingers crossed I get superpowers.
I know you're joking, but as a doctor, I feel obligated to remind you that unprotected radioactive exposure will only kill you. Dead. D-E-A-D. So be sure you find a way to get through there with your life intact. And good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Got a minute?
Sure thing.
Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. Family's too precious. What kind of life is she gonna have if I never go near her again? It's just... sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter.
Do people actively avoid you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't exactly start the paper to make friends. I just wanted to write the things I thought were wrong. And when Nat and I first got to Diamond City, there was a lot of wrong. Crooked guards, lousy infrastructure. There was a hole in the exterior wall that was patched over with a bookcase. One bookcase. That's it. I started the paper more as an act of desperation than anything else. Turned out I wasn't the only one who wanted things to change. After the first couple of editions, people may not have agreed with what I said, but everyone was listening.
It sounds like things got better.
For the city? Yeah. For me, when that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, things changed. People didn't want to talk the way they used to. It seemed that overnight I'd gone from being Piper, friend and confidant, to Piper, the nosy snoop. A lot of folks, they haven't treated me the same since. It started to feel like the only person I could count on was my little sis.
You can count on me, Piper.
I know I can. You're not afraid of me like everyone else. I was sure that the paper would be the best thing I ever did in my life, but being here with you now I don't know. I've needed someone like you in my life for a long time, Blue. I just never expected I'd actually get them. So thank you for being the friend I can count on.
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I never thought about you that way. Not that I'm always thinking that way. It's just, Blue, I'm loud and pushy and constantly getting in over my head. Why would someone like you ever want someone like me?
'Cause you're cute. Had to leave.
You don't need to be flawless, Piper. You're perfect for me.
Perfect, huh? That's a new one. Well, well, I think you're perfect too. Goodness, Blue, I don't know what to say. You're everything I could ever ask for. Come on, let's not keep the world waiting. What can I do?
Hey, Piper.
Time for some travel fuel. Want one?
Your thoughts?
You know, you are some kind of dedicated. I wouldn't want to share a beer with Kellog, let alone a brain.
I was just wondering where you and I stand.
Someone sounds a little nervous. Well, you've got nothing to worry about. This is the happiest I've been in a long time. I'm out here with you. What else could I need?
Your thoughts?
I can always count on you, can't I?
I just wanted to check in. Make sure things were all right between us.
Blue, I'm on cloud 9. Things couldn't be better. And that's all thanks to you.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
Right. Well guys, that was it on Danger and Mines, and hope you guys liked this episode. It's actually pretty interesting, you know. A lot of stuff goes on and I really liked it. Hope you guys enjoy as much as I did, and check out my girlfriend. That's pretty sick actually, but it's awesome at the same time. So thank you for watching guys. Peace.